Welcome back to Dark Corners Streaming. Well outside our usual remit, we're reviewing Buster Keaton's Sherlock Jr. for two reasons. Firstly, because it's magnificent. Secondly, because it's a fantasy. When Buster Keaton made the transition to features, he made a conscious decision to abandon the surreal humour of his short films, believing that a story wouldn't hold an audience's attention for the longer runtime if it wasn't believable. Sherlock Jr. allowed him to slip back into the surreal, as it takes place predominantly in a dream. The plot sees Keaton's projectionist and wannabe detective framed by his romantic rival for the very crime he was trying to solve. While the girl of his affections, played by Catherine Maguire, investigates, she is incidentally the only one to do any actual detective work, Keaton falls asleep in his projection booth and dreams that he is watching a movie. And the dream sequence was really an excuse for Keaton to play with the possibilities of film editing, with the help of his ace cameraman, Elgin Leslie. Such was the technical skill involved that other cameramen reportedly watched the film multiple times to try and figure out how it was done. The film within a film now becomes the film, as Keaton's dream casts him as the star detective. But the plot merely serves as a base for the comic inventiveness of the Keaton team. One of the best things about Sherlock Jr. is that it showcases both sides of Keaton's nature, the up-to-the-minute technical mastery, but also the stage gags that show his vaudeville roots. At one point, Keaton even dissolves away a wall so the audience can see that this is being done for real. The film previewed badly, and Keaton ended up re-editing and cutting so much that this barely qualifies as a feature, and Keaton expert Polly Rose has done extraordinary work piecing together the missing material from production records and telltale continuity errors. Perhaps Keaton was right about a fantasy needing a short runtime. Whatever the case, what we get is 45 minutes of a comic genius at the peak of his powers. Remarkable though the technical and vaudevillian gags are, with Keaton it's often the deceptively simple stuff that you take away, like his close shadowing of Ward Crane. From Buster Keaton, you expect brilliant pratfalls and death-defying stunts. 11 years later, Keaton would learn that he had broken his neck shooting this. But you also get the small-scale comedy. Indicative of Keaton's maxim, a comedian does funny things. A good comedian does things funny. It's great that one of Keaton's absolute masterpieces is available on Amazon Prime, and the even better news is that it's not alone. There's a bunch of them, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Thanks for watching. Are you a Buster Keaton fan? Let us know your favourite of his films in the comments below.